What is the history of disability rights in the workplace? Imagine a world where everyone has a fair shot at earning a living and contributing their talents. That's what the journey of disability rights in the workplace is all about. It's a story of progress, setbacks, and hope. Back in the early 1900s, people with disabilities often faced job discrimination and were pushed into segregated or sheltered work environments. Some federal efforts, like the Social Security Act of 1935, started to provide benefits for disabled workers who had paid into Social Security. During the 1930s, advocacy groups such as the League of the Physically Handicapped fought for better employment opportunities and protested unfair treatment. Laws like the Randolph-Shepard Act of 1936 helped visually impaired people run vending facilities on federal property, giving them some work options. The Wagner-O'Day Act of 1930, it also supported employment by requiring federal agencies to buy products made by people with disabilities. Still, many workers with disabilities earned less and faced barriers to full participation in the workforce. As the civil rights movements gained momentum in the 1960s and 1970s, the disability rights movement grew stronger. President John F. Kennedy, who had a disability himself, pushed for community integration and better job chances. The President's Committee on Employment of the Handicapped, renamed in 1962, focused on increasing employment for people with disabilities. During this time, court cases and advocacy efforts challenged discrimination, but comprehensive legal protections were still missing. The biggest change came in 1990 with the passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act. This law made it illegal for employers with 15 or more employees to discriminate against qualified workers with disabilities. It also required employers to provide reasonable accommodations, like adjustable workstations or flexible schedules, unless it caused undue hardship. This law shifted how society viewed disability rights, framing them as civil rights and pushing for true inclusion in the workplace. In the years since, the government has continued to improve employment opportunities. The Office of Disability Employment Policy was created in 2001 to promote inclusion. Amendments to the Americans with Disabilities Act in 2008 expanded the definition of disability, making more people eligible for protections. Federal contractors are now also prohibited from discrimination under updated rules. Advances in assistive technology and workplace accommodations have made it easier for many people with disabilities to work fully and comfortably. Today, creating disability-inclusive workplaces means understanding the diverse realities of living with a disability. Employers are encouraged to actively recruit, hire, and retain talented individuals with disabilities. Providing accommodations like accessible workspaces, assistive devices, and flexible hours helps everyone succeed. Training staff about disability awareness reduces stigma and builds understanding. When workplaces embrace diversity and inclusion, they benefit from fresh ideas and a more welcoming environment for all. Knowing this history reminds us that the fight for disability rights in the workplace is ongoing. It's about making sure everyone has the chance to contribute, grow, and thrive in a space that respects their rights and lived experiences.